Hello everyone on Patreon. My name is Trent Berlinger and this is my intro video to give you a little bit of information about me, my project, and why I'm here on Patreon. Something about me pertaining to my project is that I have been a handheld gamer for over 20 years. I own the majority of the mainstream handhelds that have released, from the original Game Boy and Game Boy Color all the way to this generation's Nintendo 2DS and 3DS, and PlayStation Vita and PlayStation TV. Back in December 2013, about 2.5 years ago, I created a little pet project in the form of a free WordPress site called PS Vita Reviews, originally on the domain vitareviews.net, just to have something that I can do in the form of writing in my free time. 2.5 years later today, it has expanded beyond PlayStation Vita content, doing all handheld content from the Nintendo 2DS and 3DS, PlayStation Vita, retro reviews for Virtual Console, PSP, and PS1 titles, and I'm planning on starting Steam handheld reviews once the Steam handhelds release this fall. I have posted almost 400 reviews to date and am now one of the most well-known websites in the PS Vita community. Not only that, but I'm also the go-to website when it comes to PlayStation TV game compatibility. That brings me to why I'm here. I've done a lot of projects and a lot of expanding in the past 2.5 years, and I have a lot of projects in mind, from official mobile apps, more site redesigns, and even gaining new hardware and equipment to be able to do capture and video reviews for Nintendo 2DS and Nintendo 3DS games. But that brings me why I'm here, which is partially because of my following. I have about 3,000 followers on Twitter, and many of them have suggested that I make a Patreon site. That way I can get to these goals faster. I can and have very intent and have every intention of being able to make it to these goals. But with my own personal funds from my personal income, it might take some time to be able to afford them. The Nintendo 2DS capture card by itself is almost $500, and that's just one of the projects, let alone the mobile apps and everything else I have planned. So, in response to suggestions from my following, here I am on Patreon. You are free to pledge some money to help me, and if you don't want to, then no hard feelings. Like I said before, I can get to these projects with my own personal income, but it'll just be a little faster if I get some help from backers on Patreon. I do have goals and rewards set for the Patreon page, from gratitude, early access to review code reviews. I do get a lot of review codes from various publishers, from small indie publishers to larger publishers like Sega, Axis Games, and even Nintendo of America. Backers who meet this reward will get early access to these games. If I have a certain release date that I have to put the review up publicly, the backers will be able to see these reviews before that. In other words, they'll be able to get early access to these reviews and see them before anybody else does. And of course, I also have a reward for free games, where if you back a certain amount of money, I will send you a PS Vita, 3DS, or Steam game of your choosing. And then, as far as the goals are concerned, to help the site become more user friendly, I do have a goal where I will remove any and all advertisements from my YouTube channel and my website. That's all I really have for this video. If you have any questions or comments regarding the project, me, or anything else that might come to mind, feel free to reach out to me here on Patreon or contact me through my email or my Twitter page. My Twitter handle is reviews2g. That is reviews, the number 2G. And my email is trent@reviews2go.com. That's TRENT at reviews, the number 2 go.com.